NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Houston. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Quickly out to Collins. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That's Pet's number 40 on the season for him.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Azeez Al-Shaair with the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, it's Golden. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. He's going to look for the home run ball. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 59 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, it's about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
James. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. One more time with James. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jordan James. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action. Stroud to the left side into the hands of Collins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud to throw. He'll get that out to Mixon. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
3rd and a long way to go. From the gun, here's Stroud. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. More from Houston coming up in a moment.
Finally, Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Played his prep ball here in the Lone Star State. Ashton Jeanty inside the 30. And he will score. Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown, Packers. Packers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one underneath here to Mixon. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Noel. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one's good for 16 yards.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open. Nice conversion.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the Packers' 15-yard line.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. And he's into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Texans move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Gibbs. Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 20-yard line. A long one from Gibbs, 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. 1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with James. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. That is caught side of the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to stop this inside the 25. A huge play just before the half to gain a 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's to the left side and caught by Noel. To the pylon, he's in. Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Houston.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. You want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Daniels to throw on second down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's hauled in at the 2. That's tied up Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, it's Daniels. Look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal. In the air again is Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Navy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Azeez Al-Shire on the back. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before third down.
3rd and 14.
Here's Daniels. That is into the hands of the rookie from Oklahoma. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniel. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Daniel. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now Daniel. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Packer first down.
They'll throw with Daniel. That is hard. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this one in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Packers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
It's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and inches. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
It is 2nd and 9.
at the 17-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. That one underneath here to Mixon. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
This is hard. He got the connection to Collins.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. His 2nd TD of the game. And this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go. And that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Miami Fairbairn and the kickoff for Houston.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Packers.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On first down, Daniels. This one complete down the field to Golden. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Throwing again, Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Daniel on second and long.
It's second down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's second down. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kalen Bullock. And the Texans are right back in this one.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This one out quickly to Noah. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. A good spot here, second and a yard. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Kendrick Miller. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. The give to Mixon out of the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. On third down, here's a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory.